Hello viewers, I am Jyoti from Department of Computer Science.
We are going to see the second segment. In the first segment, we have seen about inline function. Now we are going to see about front function.
So front function is another feature of C++. This function has a keyword friend. So if a function is defined with the keyword friend, we can call it as a front function. And the main purpose of this front function is to access the private and protected members of a class. So if a function is defined with the keyword friend, then it has the right to access the private as well as protected member.
And the main feature is it is a non-member function to access the private and protected member of the class. The main difference between the front function and the members of a class is
member function can be accessed through objects. We can access the member function only through object, but no object is required for front function. So we can call the front function as a normal function, but here the object of the class can be passed as parameter. So it takes the parameters as the object of the class. So the object of the class can be passed to this front function. So using that, it can access the private member of the class. So the class contains many private protected members, and this protected or private members can be accessed by the front function. Normally these private and protected members can be accessed by the member function of this class only, but friend is a non-member function. It is not a member of the class, but it can get the access to the private and protected member when it is defined with the keyword friend. So the characteristics of a front function. So first character is it is not a member of a class. That is first characteristics. Then it is defined with the keyword friend. Then next feature is the keyword must not be used in the function definition. So we can use this the keyword friend within the class definition. So the front function can be declared with the keyword friend within the class definition, but the function definition should not contain the keyword. Let us see this in example. All the members of the class can be accessed only within that class. So the members of the class has a scope, class scope, but the front function, since it is not called by the object, it has no class scope. Then it can be called like a normal function. That is another characteristics. Like a normal function, it can be called. So without using any object, we can directly call this function. Then the class objects are used as arguments. So the arguments of this function are class objects. So we have to pass the objects of the class as arguments for this function. The next is cannot access member variable or functions directly. So we cannot directly access it, only by we are passing the objects of the class to the front function. So with the help of that we can access the members. We cannot directly access the members, but we can access the members through the objects of the class. The last characteristics. So these are some of the characteristics of front function. So here we are going to see the syntax of the front function. So in this, we are defining a class. Within that class, we are having any number of member functions or member variables. After that, we have the function declaration. So since it is a front function, the keyword we have to specify friend. After that, the return type of the function, the name of the front function. Within this, the arguments required for the function. So the arguments are the objects. this is the declaration. Then this front function is defined outside the class. Suppose if a member is defined outside the class, then we must specify name of the class with the scope resolution operator. Here no need to specify class name or scope resolution operator, and we can define this function as a normal function. Normal function has return type, name of the function, then arguments. So like this, the friend function can be defined outside the class with the return type and the name of the function. Then here arguments can be objects. So within the definition, you can have the access to the private and protected member of the class. So this is the general syntax. So we are saying that this function is acting like a friend to this class member. Now let us move on to the first example program. So in this example program, we have defined the class box. So the box has width. Then here we are using a friend function. The friend function, the name is print width. So here it is going to display the width of the box. So here we are passing the object of the class box. Then set width is the member function of this class. So this class has first member, data member width, and a member function set width. In addition to this, it has a friend function. Now we are defining all the function outside the class. So the first function, member function set width, is defined outside. So since it is defined outside, we have to use the scope resolution operator, then name of the class. So here one parameter is passed, so WID. So this is assigned to the width. So using this member function, we are assigning the value of the width. Then we are defining the friend function. Since print width is a friend function, so outside this class definition, you should not use the keyword friend. So we are using the function like this. Return type is void, so we are specifying it as void. Then print width is the name of the friend function, so we are specifying the name, followed by it is using the object of the class box. So now we are printing the value by object box dot width. So we are accessing the width. Width is the private member. So accessing the private member using the object of the class box. So this friend function has the right to access the private member of a class. So this is our main function. Within this we are defining the box, object box. Then we are calling the method setWidth to assign the width of the box as 10. Then we are printing the width using the friend function print width. So here we are not giving any object. So we are not calling this function with an object. We are directly calling. So like normal function, we can directly access this function. But setWidth is the member function of the box class. So we are accessing this function using the object box. So this is the difference. Normal function can be directly accessed. So friend function can be accessed like a normal function without using any object. But this setWidth is the member function of the class. So we have to use the object. So using the object reference, you can call the function. Now let us see the second example program. So in this we are going to get two numbers and we are going to find the average of the two numbers. To find the average, we are using the friend function. Now let us see the program. So here we have defined class numbers. Within that we have used two private members A and B. Then we have used a constructor. This constructor will initialize the two members A and B. So we have passed two parameters x and y. The first parameter x is passed to A, second parameter y is passed to B. Then we have used another member function. So this function will print the so first number and the second number. Then here only we are defining a friend function. So this friend function is defined within the class definition. So it has a keyword friend followed by the return type. The return type is float. Then name of the friend function is mean. So here it is going to use this class object. So numbers, then the object name is n. So here n dot a plus n dot b, that is n is the object of numbers class. So a is the first private member and b is the second private member. So we can access this private members only through objects. So n is the object. So n dot a will retrieve the first private member and n dot b will retrieve the second private member. Then add these two numbers and divide that number by 2. So you will get the mean value of the two numbers a and b. So this is our class definition. Then within our main function, we have defined two numbers n1 and n2. Two variables are declared with the integer type. Then using the cout statement, we get two numbers. So enter two numbers you can get in the output screen. Then we are giving two numbers 10 and 20. The first number will be taken to n1, second number will be taken to n2. Now we are creating the object n of numbers class with the two values n1 and 2. So the first value 10 will be passed to a and the second value 20 will be passed to b. Then we are calling the print method. So the print method will print the two numbers. Then we have used the average of two numbers using friend function. This message will be displayed. Then after that we are calling the friend function. Directly access this friend function using the name. So mean of n. So this will call this function where the n object first number a is added with the second member b, and then the value will be divided by 2. So we'll get the mean value.
So in the first segment we have seen about inline function. In the second segment we have seen about friend function. With this we conclude our session. Thank you.